All right, guys. So I guess tell us who you are.
I'm James Arthur Ray,
And I'm Bersabeh Ray.
and we work with transforming individuals and businesses in their consciousness, first
Mhm.
and foremost, their communication, secondarily, and finally, their culture.
Nice. And tell me how you guys came to Command Your Brands, or why did you come to Command Your Brands?
We were actually referred to you. We were not aware of you until someone mentioned your
Oh, that's
company
right.
to us, and so we got referred to your company.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. And what was your experience with the onboarding process?
What you
The
do?
onboarding process was interesting. They asked a lot of questions, so they got a lot of details about you, about who your target audience is, and what you're looking for, and what kind of message do you have, and why you're doing what you're doing with the podcast. So it was really, it was, what do you call it?
Thorough?
Yes, thorough. So that made me feel like, okay, this could be something solid that we're
Yeah,
working with. Yeah.
awesome. And what value did you receive in your onboarding?
The value I received was I actually got a little bit more clear as to what we're doing.
Hmm. Yeah.
And to get a little bit more niched as
Mhm.
what our message is and what we're going after. So that was a value I received, and it was very organized, which we love.
Mhm.
And like you said, it was thorough, so it was fantastic.
Awesome. And how was your experience working with the PR team?
Oh well, I love the PR team.
Yeah.
Uh,
My PR, I'm sorry, our PR person.
Yeah.
yeah.
Her PR
My
person.
PR
On
person.
a scale of
Yeah.
1 to 5, she says is a 10. So I don't know how that works, but anyway, that's fair support.
Well, she's fantastic, and I'm sure everyone else on the team is as well. She's very responsive on it, really cares about what you're looking for and what you want, and
Hmm.
goes after not only does she go after the list that she has, if someone else reaches out to her, she's not going to pass them up. She'll bring them to us, which is fantastic. She cares, which is really great. And the responsiveness is fantastic because that's really hard to find in these days.
And I
Yeah.
will just say, I've been told she's engaged to be married, and whoever is going to marry her is really a
One lucky
really a
person.
blessed man. He
Yeah.
better be good. He
He
better.
he he better treat her so well,
That's
That's
so.
right.
right.
That's
Awesome. And what results did the program create in your business?
Mm,
I think we got more traffic
yes.
Mhm.
and we definitely got more exposure
Mhm.
and the more exposure we got from inception, then we got the opportunity to be on larger and larger podcasts, which again is larger and larger exposure. And I think that's imperative
Yeah.
in today's world. The other thing that I think is really important is that we have a message that's very difficult to run ads on and to
True.
communicate. And so, one of the things that we got as a tip from a marketing person actually
Hmm.
early on
Yeah.
was that we would do much better on podcasts because we have more time to explain who we are and what
Mhm.
we're about. And I
Mhm.
believe that's spot on. So, that's
Yeah.
been incredibly valuable for us.
Awesome. And I know you kind of touched this upon this, but what results did the program create in your business, or like what messaging, uh, like how did appear on podcasts for you help your messaging?
Well, I think it got the message out more clear because there's
Mm.
only what we do. There's only so much that you could do a post on or a little short clip on.
Hmm.
um, in order for us to be able to present ourselves to people and exactly what we do is to have these long form conversations so that listeners, the audience, gets a good feel for you and who you are. And then they make the decision, go, oh, okay, maybe I want to know this person a little bit more. Then they would come to us. So I think for a lot of businesses, if they're this would to us, the way I see it or feel, the way the industries and businesses are going, this is the new way of advertising your business is to get out there and do podcast interviews.
Totally, absolutely. And were there any shows that you felt like, wow, that was like one of the best shows I ever did? I know you did so a lot of them, but I'm sure there's probably one or two of them that you can think of that just like, you did it and you're like, wow, it's just amazing show. Like, was there any shows like that?
We
Sure was.
recently did Joe Mobley, and I think that
Joe Mobley was
Joe
great.
was really great.
Wow. Yeah.
He was very gracious in promoting my latest book, and there were some others
We
too.
did Cleared Hot with Andy Stump.
Cleared Hot was
That was
Mm,
great. He's
person,
a
which
great
was
guy,
cool. Yeah.
and great
Um,
reach. And
there's Cal Fussman, Big Questions, I believe.
hmm
And well, we did Jeremy's as
Yeah.
well. That was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
There,
twice we did his twice, I
yeah, we
believe.
did. We did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Third time, Jeremy. No.
Awesome. Cool. Exactly. Cool. And is there anything else you would like to communicate in your experience working with Command Your Brands?
I would say to a viewer or a business owner, um, or a content provider, if you're looking, if you have content that is maybe more complex than three simple points,
Mhm.
or just do this and get in a peak state and get excited, then Command Your Brand is a great decision for you. They're
Mm,
professional, they're on top of it, they take their time to really get to know you. And the longer your relationship continues, the better and better it
Sure.
becomes.
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome. Cool. And would you recommend Command Your Brands?
I think I just did.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
know. That was a trick question. That was a trick
yeah,
question.
yeah, absolutely.
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 Recommend them for sure.
Uh, awesome. All right, cool.